Hey guys, today I'll be talking about masking in Photoshop. There are three kinds of masking techniques. The first one is the clipping mask, the second one is the selection mask, and then the third one is the painting mask. They all have their advantages and disadvantages. So the first one I'm going to talk about is the clipping mask. So what you want to do is you want to grab your image right here. And then what you want to do is on the right, under the layers panel, you want to create a new layer. And you want your new layer to be below the original layer, as you can see. And then for the new layer, you want to create a new shape. I'm just going to use a rectangle. Now we have our rectangle. All we do is we will choose our picture layer on the top, hold Ctrl Alt press G. As you can see, all we have left is inside the rectangle. There's nothing outside. And if you want to move around, you want to use the move tool on the left, and then you can move your image. Or if you want to resize it, hold Ctrl T. As you can see, now we can resize it or enlarge it right here. Press enter, and then there you go. So this is the first technique. It's clipping mask. It's really easy to use, but as you can see, there's only certain shapes that you can use. Or if you want, you can create your own shapes, but your selection is only limited to the shapes that you created. Okay, now let's go back to our original state right here. And let's talk about the second method. The second method is the quick selection method. So what we want to do is on the left, for the force tool from the top, it's called the quick selection tool. It's basically just AI helping us to make a quick selection of the object we want to crop out. As you can see, I just want the cake, right? You don't have to make a perfect selection because on the top you can see select and mask. If you click on it, you can paint in the details that you missed. For example, if I want to do this right here, as you can see, the plate starts to come back out again. So let me just go back because the computer did a pretty good job here. There you go. And then on the bottom right, you will see an output setting. You want to change the output to, not to selection, but to new layer with layer mask. And then click OK. Now, as you can see, all we have is a birthday cake. See under the layers panel, we have a new layer with a mask. There you can see. Now you can see the border lines of the mask we just created. So this is the selection tool. It's really easy, but as you can see, sometimes the AI doesn't really do a good job. Then you have to manually paint in all the details. But this method is generally what I use all the time. Now let's talk about the third method. Let me get rid of this. There you go. Deselect. So the third method is the painting method. So essentially, you can use this, Control C and then Control V. Now you have a new layer. And then for your new picture layer, you want to mask it. There's a button on the bottom of the layers panel called Add Vector Mask. And as you can see, there's a white canvas right here. You want to choose that one instead. On the left, you can see there's white boxes and black boxes. You want to choose your brush tool. As you can see, I'm doing the normal brush. Opacity 100, flow 100. When the white boxes is on top, that means you're painting back the details. But if it's black boxes on the top, I'm painting away the details. Let me get rid of this, hide this. So now, as you can see, I'm painting away the disk. Let me enlarge the brush size. Let me paint all this away. Ooh. As you can see, I took a chunk of the cake right there. So now you just flip the black boxes and the white boxes. So the white boxes means you're painting back the details. As you can see, I'm painting back the cake. Now just zoom in and then make a better selection. Click on this, and then now you have your black boxes on the top. You're painting away the details. See, as you can see right here. So the drawing method can sometimes be a little bit more time consuming. So that's why I like to use a quick selection method, and then if the computer didn't do a good enough job, then I'll use a painting method to refine it. But yeah, as you can see, the 3 different methods each have its own advantages and disadvantages. It really depends on what you're working with. For example, if you're working like a scenery, you might want to do this hand painting because quick selection messes up quite a lot when you're doing all the forests. But if it's just a simple object that really stands out, use quick selection tool. And if you want to if you want to crop your picture to a certain size or to a certain shape that may fit in your, let's say on your canvas, then you might want to use a clipping mask because it's easier and it's better for just regular geometric shapes. But yeah, this is all about the masking techniques in Photoshop. Hope you guys like it.